that the play does not start, it's another point that's deducted.
Make sure it's quiet. How can you do this to me? How can you take it to me? Mark, it gets to be orphan.
Mark, you have to hear me out. You know I always stand up for justice. And I cannot leave these orphans hanging. It doesn't matter.
Forget that. I'm your brother.
Mark, as I said, justice is always the way to go. And it doesn't matter who you are. The fact is, this is what has to happen. I'm really sorry.
You're not understanding how. My wife, my kid. How? Don't take the case. Please, how?
Mark, I'm sorry. This is the way this country runs, and this is the way it's gonna have to be.
No, don't forget I'm your brother. How? Don't forget.
Mark, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's go.
To the color war play of the winning team, Team Far Yenem, starring David Brooke as the lawyer, Mendel Banon as the brother, Tommy Truskin as the defense lawyer, Levi Kalmanson as the judge, Dalia Hurts as the witness, Shaya Barroso as a witness, David Lipschitz as the murderer, Sheldon Barnado as the child of Mark, Baby Schmalker as the child of Hal, Baby Shapiro as the boss, Uncle Greisman as the family of Tom Castell, Mayor Greenberg as the family Larry Castell, Mendy Tamezki as the police, Mendel Deitch and Levi Shempton as employees of the Castell, Josie Jacob as the court clerk, lights by myself, Beryl Barroso, and music by Mendel Greenberg. This play is an extremely dramatic play. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the play.
If you're not going to use a mic, you have to scream.
Mark, what was that yours?
So Robert, like I told you, my contact in Africa came over to me yesterday, and he said there's a deal, silver mine in Western Africa, $3 billion investment, but the returns are incredible. They're saying up to 500% return. We have to take this deal.
Mark, I've actually read about this investment earlier, and I think number one, prestigious and respected company, I don't think it's worth that we get involved in such a business. And the second point is that the risk totally outweighs the return. And I don't think an investment like this would bring in enough money, and especially it wouldn't be to put our company at risk for this such this.
Please use the mic.
I'm not sure. sure if you heard me clearly. I said the returns are 500%. We could retire the day after the deal gets through. No more working, no more arguing, no more sitting all day in the office. We could move to our own islands. 500% of $3 billion.
I think you have to realize that this is the reason why you're the CFO and not the CEO. This company has been founded and stands on the greatest business, the greatest day trading investments out there. And I think what you're trying to do to this company is you're trying to change it. You're trying to take it your own way. You're trying to bring in your own money, bring in whatever it is you want. I think this investment is a stupid thing, and the case is over and it's not happening.
You know what? Then I'll make my own company, invest my own money. I don't need you.
Okay,
That's my
fine.
decision.
Bye.
Why every time you just have to come to strike sharp? What happened? Right now. Yes. You just choked. Are you there? Are you still there? It's gone. It's gone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Who do I have the pleasure of meeting with?
My name is John Estelle.
Stella. I know that name from somewhere.
I have heard
Use the mics.
my father, Robert, was murdered this past Tuesday.
Oh, sure. Robert Costello. The CEO of Costello Logistics, yes.
Yes.
I was shocked too. And I am truly sorry for your loss.
So basically, we came here today.
Hold the mics closer.
We came here today to ask for your help. We would want you, Mr. Brooks, to represent our father's case in court.
I understand that. And I would also like to see your father's murderer in court. The only problem is, this month is a very busy month for me and my firm. I don't think that I'm going to be able to push this case in.
Mr. Brooks, I'm begging you. I've done a lot of research for a lot of lawyers, and I know you are the one that I'm looking for. You are the one who did put many criminals behind bars, who has experience in this field, and I want you and only you to represent this case.
I hear you. I'm very honored that you're coming to me. When did you say again this court hearing was?
Court will be on the 25th of the month, 1:30 p.m.
Only because I believe in justice. And I would like to see your father's murderer in court while I make time for this case.
Thank you very much, Mr. Brooks.
Pleasure meeting you.
Thank you very much. Just before I leave, I just wanted to mention the accused murderer is your brother, Mark.
Why are you coming to me?
Mr. Brooks, I know this might be hard for you. This may be weird. But I know you are one that stands for justice no matter what. This is your brother who was accused for murdering my father. But I know you will stand up for justice, no matter what the case is, no matter what the situation is. That's why I came to you.
I guess there's only one choice. I'll see you in court. All rise as the Honorable Judge enters the courtroom. My name is Judge Max. I'll be residing in this court case, file 64623. We'll start with opening statements. The prosecution, please start. Thank you, Your Honor. I would like to begin by presenting what kind of man Mr. Brooks is. Mr. Brooks is a sly and cunning man, always looking for power, fame, and money. He may come across as a family man, a loving husband and father. This is not true. At home, he has an ill child, in and out of the hospital. And nevertheless, he takes extended vacations, neglecting his wife and his 4 children at home. In the office, always looking for the upper hand and any way how he can make an extra dollar and become more famous. He would go to great lengths to achieve this, even if it means murder. It is clear that he has a motive, being that he would become CEO of the company, as it is known throughout. Mr. Mark Brooks, Mr. Costello. And you know, the morning that Mr. Brooks walked in, the tensions were high. And he only had one thing on his mind. Murder. As we know, what lust and greediness can lead to. We can even go as far back to Cain and Abel, and throughout the history of mankind. I hope you all understand this. I hope you all understand what type of man Mr. Brooks is, and come to a proper and just verdict. With that, I yield back, Your Honor. Statements.
Mics.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. I am here this evening defending an innocent man wrongfully accused for no reason. case, there is nothing concrete. Nothing concrete. All there is you're taking picks at his character. You're picking at his character. And in my opinion, and in the investigation that I have done, this is totally untrue. Not a drop of it is true. Yes, he may have flaws like every man does, but he is not the criminal who committed this heinous crime. He is far from it. We know that in our country, every man there has his rights. In the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution, it reads as follows, and I quote, "No one shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process." And this is not due process. Nothing about this is just and due process. And in our country, our amazing country, I believe I'm a man of faith, and I believe in this justice system. And one more thing. As Dr. King once said, I have a dream that one day men will be judged by the content of their character. And this has not been done here this evening. This is all about jealousy. There's nothing concrete. And as Maimonides writes, better let live 100 guilty men than kill an innocent man. And with that, I yield back, Your Honor.
At this time, we'd like to ask the prosecution to please bring forth our first witness. Yes, Your Honor. I'd like to ask our first witness, Bill Smith, to please come forth and give his testimony.
Pick up your right hand. Repeat after me. I affirm to say the truth and nothing but the truth.
Your Honor, esteemed judge, jury, and all other people here today. I've come here. My name is Bill Smith. I am the COO of this firm, and I have witnessed the death of our beloved CEO and boss, Robert Castell. I share my blessings to his family, his two sons that are with us tonight. And I only hope that nothing like this ever happens again.
I would just like to ask Bill Smith.
Yes.
Yes. My first question is, on the day of that conference, what was the status of the relationship between Mark Brooks and Robert Castell?
It was a regular morning. We come into the office. We have the daily briefing of the top brass of the company. We're sitting around there, and Mark and Robert break into a fierce discussion about a certain investment. One can tell there was friction going on between the two. This wasn't just two men screaming at each other. Rather, I could tell that this was a fight that meant something way deeper. Maybe a power struggle. It looked like this was something way, way worse than what was to the common eye.
Leading up to that question, who was next in line to become CEO of the company after Robert?
That would undoubtedly be defendant Mark Brooks.
Mike.
I'd like to ask the witness, for about how long did you know my client for?
We have worked together for 6 years in this firm.
How long have there been tensions between Mr. Castell and Mr. Brooks?
To be honest, this has been a long-going thing. It's been already for a nice, at least 6 months, or even more than that, over a year. Friction, fights, daily storming out of meetings, and the like.
And if I may ask, what is the pay margin, what is the difference between Mr. Brooks, the CFL of the company, and Mr. Castell, the CEO of the company?
If I am correct, the CEO gets paid $350,000 a year. The CFO gets paid $300,000 a year. That would be a $50,000 difference.
Thank you. As we can see, not much motive.
I heard both sides. At this point, the court will take a short recess, and we will continue in a short time.
Mark, do you think we should have went this way today? We never come back to school this way. It's kind of scary and dark.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's very, very dark.
That was probably a mistake. I think we should hurry up.
Yeah, we have to start going quickly. Back home.
Here's another one.
That saved my life.
justice enters the courthouse.
We had a witness on the prosecuting side. Will the defending side please bring their witness?
I'd like to call up our witness, Mr. Simon Felci, to defend as a witness defendant for the defendant.
Your right hand. I do solemnly affirm
I do solemnly affirm
to say the truth
to say the truth
and nothing but the truth.
nothing but the truth. Thank you, Your Honor.
Just a few questions to show the court and the honorable judge what kind of man Mr. Brooks was. So, I know you're a close friend of his. For how long have you known Mr. Brooks?
Me and Mr. Brooks were neighbors for 20 years. He was a good friend of mine. He is a good friend of mine. And I know Mr. Brooks would never, ever, ever do something like that.
How is he around his family? No?
Mr. Brooks around his family never, ever got mad. He's always calm, happy. Never, ever in a bad mood. He would surely never, ever do something so bad, like kill a person.
Have you seen any sort of neglect by him towards his family, towards his wife and children? Has there been any such conduct by Mr. Brooks?
Not only has Mr. Brooks been such a good father to his family, my daughter was once drowning and Mr. Brooks jumped in and saved her. Saved my daughter's life.
Thank you, Mr. Felci.
Your Honor, the prosecution would like to ask a question. Would like to examine. Actually, Your Honor, I don't need to cross-examine this witness. We have our own witness that will prove that this man
Cup your right hand. I do solemnly affirm to say the truth and nothing but the truth.
It was at our weekly meeting. We would meet up after work. My coworker and I, Mr. Brooks and I. And it was at the bar. It was getting quite late. And after a few drinks, Mr. Brooks began to voice his disapproval of our dear CEO, Robert.
make sure it's quiet.
And Mr. Brooks was voicing his disapproval over the fact that Robert denied an investment that Mr. Brooks believed would return tremendous gains for the company in the short future. And as the drinks kept coming and we were getting a little bit relaxed, Mr. Brooks, who was always a dear friend, we worked together for many years, began speaking in a manner I've never seen before. A violent manner. he began making threatening comments towards our dear CEO, at one point saying, "I'm going to kill him." And I'm saying this because I believe it took me a moment to realize what was happening. It was out of character for Mr. Brooks. And it struck me when he said those words, "I'm going to kill Robert."
This man is clearly biased. He's clearly worked with him and dealt with him. He knows him and he has something against him. I do not believe what this man has to say. It doesn't sound appropriate. Give us a little bit of what your relationship was like with Mr. Brooks. Very short.
We've been together for over 20 years. We went to school together. And as far as I can remember, Mark has always been the next cubicle over.
Do you have any issues with Mark at the workplace?
I must say we've enjoyed a smooth relationship throughout our careers.
I think I've heard enough. Both sides. In conclusion, there was proper motive. Promotion to CEO, as well as a deal, an investment that he wanted to do. There was an eyewitness that said that he had told him, approach the bench. Run right, Jeff. And in conclusion, after all the above mentioned evidence, I think I'm ready to say my verdict. Before I do so, would the prosecution like to make closing statements? Yes, Your Honor.
I don't have much to say, but all I can say is this man is a murderer, and justice is the only way to go about it.
Would the defending side like to make closing remarks?
Judge for a short break before our closing statements.
Wow, what a tiring day at work it was today. Can't wait till I get home.
Use the mic.
Use the mic.
Wow, what a tiring day at work it was today. I can't wait till I get home, take my shoes off, take a shower, and just rest on the couch.
Yeah, Al, you know what else is happening today is the closing day of the trial in the case of the murder of our boss, Mr. Castell. This is a big day for our company.
Big deal, big deal. He committed the murder, everybody knows it. They should just finish the court case. I don't know why it's so dragged on.
I really hope justice will be served.
Yeah, whatever. I just want to get home and finish work today.
You know, Al, it's actually very concerning to me. The whole case is really resting on the testimony of Scott Pilsner. He says that, Mark admitted to him after a few drinks about his plan. Scott didn't even know Mark. I know Mark better than Scott knows Mark. Why would Mark be telling you that to him? It's funny. Isn't it funny? But I guess there are so many other witnesses.
Oh, come on. After a drink, you know what happens. These cases always happen. He was after a drink, and he told him, what's the big deal? He's for sure guilty.
I really hope justice will be served. I'm anxious to hear what's going to go on in that courtroom.
Yeah, whatever.
Let's finish up work for now, and we'll get home. Funny. Scott Pilsner's computer is right here. Interesting.
Probably nothing. For sure nothing, actually.
Use the red mic.
I'm going to check this out. In his files, there's a video. Video footage. Security footage.
What?
Take a look right here. Check this out. Press play. Sit down.
This actually seems interesting.
Here, this is where we... Oh, let's go. Let's watch it. Oh, thank you, Scott.
You know, I don't like that. Where's the other guy?
Mike.
You're late to find you up.
Usually late.
I'll make it.
Mark's always late.
What's up?
Where is my lock? Thank you. Okay, where are the guys?
Talking to the mic.
Okay, where are the guys? So what do you think? We have a good business here, no?
Really thriving. Good morning.
Hey, Mark, what was that you mentioned a couple days yesterday about an investment?
So like I was telling you, my contacts in Africa were telling me about this $5 trillion investment in the silver mine in Western Africa. I really, really think we should go for this. They're saying it's up to 500% in returns.
So two things about this. I actually heard about this investment, and number one, these mines, wherever they are in these countries, they use a lot of illegal workers and they abuse these people. So number one, we have such a prestigious and amazing company. I don't think it's normal and it's right to put our company at risk for this. And second of all, Yes, there is an amazing money comes in at 500%, but the risk is not worth it. It ain't worth the risk to deal with these countries. So, as the CEO of this company, I don't think we're going to take this investment.
I'm not sure if you heard me correctly. I said 500% in returns. That means no more work, no more coming here, sitting the whole day in this office. You go, you buy your island, you live on vacation for the rest of your life.
I think this is why you're the CFO and I'm the CEO. We built this company. We have the greatest investors, the greatest day traders. We run an amazing company. We sell an insane amount of stock every single year. I'm not ready to take this company and take a risk. I'm not ready to take this company and play with these random countries, especially if I don't think we're going to come and the gain's not going to be worth it. So I'm sorry, I don't think we're going to do this investment.
Well, then you know what? I don't need you or your company. I'm out. Have a nice day.
Okay. Mike.
Are you okay? You alright? Violence. 911. He's choking. He's choking. Are you alright? Do you need some water? Do it. He's gone. He's gone.
Al, do you realize what this is? Holy moly. This is the footage of the crime. Scott Pilsner is holding this on his computer. We have to do something about this. Al.
Don't worry, we have all day. The court case is for another 3 days. Lasts another 3 days. I have things to do. To send out a couple emails, to go take a shower. Takes a long time. I have things to do.
Al, today is the final day of the court case. We're dealing with life and death. They have the wrong guy on the seat up there.
Okay, after a short break, I think I've come to a verdict. Your Honor,
Fine, let's go.
I'd like to make one more statement before you make your verdict.
Let me just tie my shoe. 1 second.
Al, we gotta hurry. The court case is 20 city blocks away from here. We gotta go run. We gotta get a cab. Let's go.
I'm tying my shoe. I don't want to slip and land on my nose.
Hurry, hurry.
You're stressing me out.
I'm stressing you out. We can miss this thing. They have the innocent guy on the bench. Let's go, let's go. Let's get the footage, let's go.
Your Honor, yes, I know this man is my brother. And this pains me. It pains me. But the facts are the facts. These children, Robert Castell, sitting right here, will never, ever, ever have their father back. This is for, and only for, Robert Castell. I don't think it's necessary for the defending side to give closing statements again. I think I've heard enough.
All rise for the verdict.
By the power invested in me by this great country, I hereby sentence defendant to death by electric chair.
Quick, Al, let's fight. I think we're here by the courtroom. Let's go, let's go, let's go up the stairs. Let's climb the stairs. We gotta get in quickly. Who knows where they're up to?
And this should be an example for all people in the future.
Why are you so stressed? We still have
In
time.
this
Don't worry.
country